Today we're going to go through the meal plan that I issue to my clients in order to get results like this. This is why I know these are the best foods for fat loss. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tom Sergi. I run the Gorilla Platoon where we get results like this each and every week. And today we're going to take a deep dive into what I feed them on the daily, providing that it digests well, they have no allergies, and it goes down okay for them. So let's waste no time and get straight into it. We're going to go through the meal plan as follows. Now, this, of course, is not macro-specific to any of them or to you, so just take that with a pinch of salt and be more concerned of the food. And I guess you could look at the amount of why I've structured it in that way. But for argument's sake, this is for someone on best part of 2,400 calories, 166 protein, 305 carb, fat at 55, and fiber at 46, which is an important number. So, why I structure this diet the way it is before you go and look at it. I structure it this way, so it is a few things. Number one, filling. It needs to be filling. It needs to give you the perception that you are eating more than you already are. It needs to be nice enough that you can eat it, but it doesn't want to be so fucking palatable that you can't stop eating it. The reason motherfuckers get so fat is because they eat foods that are so palatable. All these sugar-ridden foods are so nice and palatable, no wonder you can smash a full bag of M&Ms and before you've even blinked, because it's just nice. It's just boom, 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 and before you know it, you're fucking 800 calories deep into a bag of food that you didn't need and are not going to burn off. That's why people get fat. When you go and eat out, it's made with palatability in mind, because then you will come back and spend your money again. It is not made with your dietary requirements in mind. And although I'm keen and I really like places that put the calories on, they made those calories because they weighed it once. They did not weigh it every time they fucking made it on the scale. They went, there you go, send that out. It's all right, macros for this motherfucker. No. They weighed it once so they could put the calories on there. You need to take 20% either side of that figure every time you decide to order that meal. So this diet is made in mind with palatability, that it's nice enough that you eat it, it's filling, but it's not so nice that you can't stop shoving it down your face. So let's go straight into it. Meal one. Starting the day with a fair amount of fiber. And what I do say to them is, if you can push meal one back, it will serve you a little bit more. It's much easier to wake up in the morning, hydrate, get God's juice down you. No, this is not Pepsi, motherfucker. This is black coffee. Get that down you, hydrate, have that, and then you break the fast with your meal one a little bit later into the morning. Meal one for me is oats at 70 grams, dry weight. All these are dry weights, raw weights, uncooked weights, whatever you want to call them. And everything here is to be weighed out in grams. So why oats at 70? When you add water to this is going to expand like a motherfucker. It's going to turn into cement and it's going to fill your stomach up very, very nicely. On top of that, we're going to add 150 grams of berries. I know, I appreciate berries are a little bit more expensive. I buy frozen so they never go off. And I love the texture of frozen berries. I don't know why, I just really like it, and so do my clients, because if they don't, I make them like it. I'm only joking, but honestly, berries, very filling, very fibrous, and will pack out the diet. Are a little bit more pricey. If you had to swap them for something else, you're looking at another fruit for 96 calories. We want protein with every meal, so we're going to go a scoop of whey in this. Your standard scoop, really. And then there's 30 grams of peanut butter. Why? Well, peanut butter is going to slow down the digestion of this whole meal. Your digestive system will operate to the food that takes the longest to break down. Fats take the longest to break down out of the 3 macronutrients, so that's why we put this in there. So you've got a bowl of something you could build a house with. You could put this in between bricks and it would set nicely. So it's going to do your stomach very, very well for the longest part of the morning. Then we're into meal two. This is something that wants to digest quite well because we're getting closer towards the training time. Chicken breast is the holy grail when it comes to a dieting phase. It is so lean and it is so high in protein. It is honestly top quality stuff. Season it with whatever dry seasonings you want to get it down, so it's not so bland. I say frozen vegetables, but what I also say to them is, you will know what vegetables you like and digest well for you. Some people can't eat broccoli, like my dad cannot eat the sprouts of broccoli. He just don't fucking like it, and that's okay. I don't like Brussels sprouts. They just make my stomach funny and I'm just sending gas out. So whatever vegetables digest well for you, honestly, I would say stick to things that are big in volume. Get loads of spinach, tomatoes, cucumber. 100 grams of that will be massive. You will turn into a rabbit once you finish that. Not that that's the goal. Then we're into basmati rice, dry weight at 50 grams. Now, if I wanted to be even more tactful, I could put potato in here instead of rice. But I put rice in here because rice digests very well and a little bit quicker. And bearing in mind, we've got the sessions. That's what we want to be thinking of. We're then into the pre-workout, and this can be swapped out for something that... This depends on your time of when you can eat your pre to when you need to train. If you've got time, 60 minutes or more, I want you eating oats again. Again, more fiber, pack out the diet. You're just going to turn into a human oat. But if you have to train, if you have to eat this meal, then it's 15 minutes. You're going to want to swap this for something high GI. Maybe bread, or just swap the whole thing out for fruit. An apple, a banana, and some more berries, and you're good to go. Post-workout, just get the shake straight in with the almond milk. And then we're into the evening meal. Chicken breast for what? Again, now why is chicken breast in there twice? Think about this now. That may seem like too simple and too boring, but actually what this is it's going to make your shopping list smaller. You want your shopping list to be as minimum ingredients as possible. Why? Well, it's going to make it easier to go around and get it for one, and it's going to make it easier to prep food as well. You're going to double up this portion when you make it the night before for your lunch tomorrow. Prepping becomes a lot easier. You want things to be easy, you want things to be simple, because then you will stick to it. No one ever said, I want something nice and complicated because it's easier to stick to. If I give you a week's worth, imagine this is 6 meals. Imagine I gave you 6 different meals across 7 different days. Your fucking head would fall off and you wouldn't even enjoy it. If I give you the same thing to follow, as we are humans and creatures of habit, you can rinse this for 6 weeks, then you might get bored of it. Then we swap the chicken breast out for another protein option. Then we swap the sweet potato out for something else as well. That's the better way to do it. Pick one thing, rinse it out. It's like when you find a new song that you like. You're like, I like this song, it sounds cool as fuck. You listen to it, you blast the life out of it, and then you kick it to the curb, you probably never listen to it again. Some of you motherfuckers do that to women. I know you do. You motherfuckers. But I won't tell anyone. Then we're into sweet potato. Adds a bit more filling and fibrous to this part of the meal. Again, you could swap this for pasta with a bit of pasta sauce, but it's going to come at a lower volume of food. Then meal 4, I'm not an absolute arsehole, so you will finish the day on something sweet. We're looking at low-fat yogurt, 200 grams, getting the protein in. Berries again, because you are just a human berry picker now, at 100 grams. And the holy grail of chocolate, dark chocolate. The darker, the better. 70% or above. I'm on 95. Don't go below 90 or I'll fucking hate you. 30 grams a day. And again, the elements where I'm going to start to pull from, just for like context moving forward, and the way you would diet it down to get shredded. So what I would do for you is, you would start at that food and start at 10,000 steps with no output. Now, I would rather start to push the output up first. So you'd go 20 minutes per day, heart rate 120 to 130, cross-trainer, bike, treadmill. That's of cardio, by the way. And then you're going to add 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So you're on 30 minutes daily, 40 minutes daily, 50 minutes daily. But there will come a point where we do need to take from food. Now, what's good about this diet is look how high the fat is at 55. We want to, and just a little bit of education, we want to keep carbs as high as we can for as long as we can. We want to keep protein as high as we can for as long as we can. Why? Carbs are your driving factor for performance in the gym. Your ability to resistance train, to at least maintain what you're lifting and or build, is going to be the sole driving factor as to why the muscle stayed on your bones during a dieting phase. Then protein. Resistance training stimulus is what will keep the muscle on your bones, then protein after that. And that's why in some ways I would say carbs may actually be more important than protein. But we don't want to let this target fall either. So that's why I say we eat into the fat. At 55 grams, times that by 9, that's how many calories is coming from the whole amount of fats in general, which for quick maths, I'm going to pause the video and tell you what that is. 500 calories. 500 calories, motherfuckers. So that means if we make snippets down of this, we can get at least two drops out of that, and you'll still not be on no fat, you'll just be on lower fat. So what I tend to do is I'll eat into this. 30 grams of peanut butter will soon go down to 20, 30 grams of dark chocolate will soon go down to 20, etc., etc., and that's how we eat into the deficit. So that is what you're going to be getting fed if you work with me, if you want to work with me, and this is why I do what I do. And just for one last time, these are the results we can get out of it. So thank you for watching. If you found it useful, subscribe. If you want to join the movement, I want to get 50 results by the end of the year. We're on 21, so it is fucking game on. And I'll see you tomorrow.